join. Otherwise, just send them the recordings.
I think that would be good. Be respectful of everybody's time here. So that'd be great, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Well, with that, maybe I'll do a intro to kind of hand it off to Tim then, as far as kind of some information and questions and whatnot. For those of you who are watching or online here and who don't know me, I'm Steve Kalina with MPMA. Been with the association, running the association for about 7 years, but been in the industry for my entire life and grew up through the industry, developing into leadership roles over time. And so this topic we're talking about today and going forward is near and dear to my heart on leadership development and personal development and development with peers and all that good stuff. It's very important as an industry and very important for individuals as they're developing. So appreciate Tim and the team from Conext for partnering with MPMA on this project and excited to talk about that today. So grateful for those of you who are chiming in to learn more about this. Again, leadership development is such a key topic for our industry and developing the next generation of leaders. So excited to partner on this project, excited to see some of the individuals that come into it. And with that, I will hand over to Tim and the team from Conext, who are a great resource on the business development, leadership development side, and great partner for this project. So Tim, I'll hand it off to you.
Great. Thanks so much, Steve. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining. My name is Tim Owens, and I am a coach here at Conext. My background spent 35 years in various leadership positions in the commercial banking field. And about 6 years ago, joined Conext in a role as a coach. We'll tell you a little bit about Conext here in a second, but I'd like to introduce to you our project manager, Sophia Luciano. Sophia?
Thanks, Tim. Yes, I'm Sophia Luciano. I work behind the scenes, just kind of helping coordinate between the clients, consultants, making sure projects move along smoothly. I've been working with Conext for about 5 years, but came on as the legal assistant and paralegal for our founder, actually, Craig House, about 9 years ago now. So been working with him in that business. He's a business law attorney and also the founder of Conext. So been working with him in this field, and it's been really exciting to just see Conext grow. And we have some amazing clients, so it's been a real privilege to work with them.
All right. Maybe for those of you that are on, if you could just real quickly turn your mic on and let us know who you are, what company you're with, and what role you currently play.
I can go first if you'd like me to.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I'm Catherine Berghart, and so I work for Heartland Partners, which is a private investment group. We have 4 businesses in our portfolio, and they're all manufacturing based in some fashion. We've got Cast Precision Machining, Ajax Metal Forming Solutions, ABM Equipment, and Spectrum Aeromed. 3 of them are in the greater Twin Cities area, and 1 is in Fargo. And I go into the different businesses and help them with HR initiatives. So employee development would be one of those. So
terrific. Well, welcome. Happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm excited to learn more about this program.
I'm Cindy from MPMA, and I'm doing more of the logistics and behind the scenes side of things for MPMA. So excited to see this program. I think it's going to be a great offering that MPMA has. So I'm here in that capacity today.
Brenda?
Sure, I was going to let Carrie go next. I'm Brenda with MPMA Marketing and Communications. I'm been around for, I'm going on my 3rd year. I'm very excited about this opportunity. I am in a part of a national-wide organization that works with workforce development in this arena. And this is something that across the United States, middle management, next gen training is a very hot topic. So I am excited that we're able to have this opportunity to offer this to our members through Conext. Carrie, you can go next.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Grumman. I'm the HR director with Productivity Incorporated. I've been here for 30 years, and that's not unusual. We have a lot of people who've been here a long time and who are kind of inching, towards retirement. So developing our leadership is super important. Productivity is a CNC machine tool sales and service company. We sell CNC tooling, automation. So we partner with a lot of manufacturing companies in the 5-state area and then some Western states. So yeah, I'm excited to learn about the program as well.
Great. Well, thank you. Again, glad to have you all here. Let me tell you a little bit about the goal of this program. It's really for the development of your next generation of leaders, and it's giving them some essential leadership skills, tools, and knowledge to help them grow into senior leadership type roles. Conext, real quickly, we work generally with family-owned private businesses, from small to medium to large, based on revenues. We tend to focus in on the manufacturing sector, construction sector, transportation, and we also do work like this with associations to bring and offer leadership development to their members. Our companies range from the top side, 400 plus employees, $800 million in sales, down to smaller organizations, 50 or less employees. Smallest we have is annual revenue of 12 million a year. And in our practice, what we do, a lot of it is one-on-one coaching with next generation leaders. We're really focusing on succession planning in terms of leadership within an organization. So in addition to the next gen, as we call them, we also work with the business owners to help them prepare to hand off the baton to the next gen, and in addition, what they're going to transition into their role, usually at a board of directors role. So with that, come back to the program itself. As you can see, I think there's a number of benefits to MPMA and its members. First and foremost, training the next generation for future leadership roles. Doing it as a cohort allows MPMA to offer this at a price that if we were working one-on-one with an organization would be substantially higher. So there's economics in having the group together. As I mentioned, working with the leading generation, this really helps ensure the founder's legacy and financial interests continue, and the next group of leaders, that they're good stewards of that. And finally, assisting members in preparing for successful future transitions, having them ready so when they go to those roles, they have developed leadership skills and can step right in. I want to give you an oversight of what this will look like. We're going to be meeting once a month, 4 hours at a time with each cohort. And this gives you a sense of the topics that we'll be touching on. We start with, it's called an Insights Discovery Profile. It's a tool we've used. I see you're shaking your head, familiar with it. It's really developed as a way to help people understand how best to communicate with others and how people are best suited to communicate with them. We all have our unique ways of how we look at things, how we like to be communicated with. And for a future leader to really understand that so they can be most effective in communicating with their team is, we think, a great way to start this. We then move into, we focus on foundational to all this work is having trust within a team. So we spend time on, we have a trust model that we introduce and think it's a good way for leaders to view this. So we work with that, and we move in then to called beliefs. Beliefs are each individual's, if you will, worldview, and it's their beliefs that shape their values. And so this is preparing for the following one, where we talk and review the importance of values, mission, vision, and purpose. Depending on the level of people who are attending this may be new to them in terms of what goes on in developing all of these, or if they've been involved in this type of work, or generally most companies will have shared a mission, a vision for the organization. It really helps them to understand what's the groundwork behind them, what do these really mean, the importance of them, and the importance of adhering to them as they move forward as leaders. Pardon me. You see, then we go into 4 sessions on emotional intelligence. We are very, very big believers that successful leaders have developed high levels of emotional intelligence. There's a saying that CEOs get hired for their technical abilities and they get fired for their lack of emotional intelligence. We work off a lot of material originated with Daniel Goleman. Daniel Goleman is one of the leading authorities in the country right now on emotional intelligence, started focusing on it in the 1990s, leads a department on it at Rutgers University. So we've taken that and developed proprietary information from it. And the work we do is really explaining emotional intelligence and what that does to make a leader. We also then do another assessment that asks individuals to look at themselves and how they see their emotional intelligence and where they think it's developed. So it gives a starting point of here's how you view yourself today. We move on then to talk about emotional intelligence and the importance of communication. Being able to, as an example, use what's called the artful critique when looking for dealing with corrective behavior with an employee, and various competencies. There's 12 competencies to emotional intelligence, and we focus on how those relate to effective communications. Then lastly, we wrap up emotional intelligence. There's considered 6 leadership styles in emotional intelligence, and we review each one of those in depth. We like to refer to them, if you will, picture these leadership styles as golf clubs in a golf bag. And so like any golfer, you have to know which club to use, when to use it, and how to effectively use each club. The same is true with the 6 leadership styles. Every good leader needs to know them, needs to be able to access them, but they need to know when are they effective, when are they not effective in a given situation, how best to use it, and being able to call on those leadership styles with intentionality so that they can flow between them very easily, given the situation. We come back then to insights in the May workshop, and we focus on using insights for team effectiveness, how this tool can be used within a whole team to make it more effective, better communications, and working together as a team. In June, then, we focus on strategic planning process and what's involved with strategic planning, take them through some basic SWOT analysis. It's not unusual with the next gen. They may have been involved in a strategic planning, but probably just getting into it. So we're really trying to explain to them strategic thinking, the importance of strategic planning, how to bring critical thinking skills to the process so that they can walk away with a good understanding of this is what's involved in the whole process and be ready to participate in it. Excuse me. Our July session is really going to focus on industry knowledge specifically related to your industry. We'll actually bring in some speakers for that and talk about major pending topics within your industry. So giving them a view of what's at the forefront for the industry right now, what are some of the challenges that need to be dealt with. and how they might effectively do that. In August, then, we give an overview to understanding financial statements, the importance of financial statements, as well as basics on business law and human resources. It's meant at a higher level, but to give them the skill sets to understand the importance of each of these to a leader, particularly someone coming into that role. And if they don't have experience in one or more of these areas, it gives them a starting point to begin understanding why they need to know it, and at least the basics of what they need to know. And finally, next September, we do a wrap up, bringing this all back together and making sure all the dots are connected between it all, and wrapping things up, and then having a graduation for the cohort. So a lot of knowledge we put into a condensed amount of time, if you will. But we've done this with other groups and have found can be very effective. These are interactive type workshops, so it's not just to sit and listen. They'll be very much engaged in it, asked to work on some projects. So that's the overview of our program. So with that, really wanted to make the majority of the time available to answer questions you might have.
Cindy, did you want to cover locations and that type of stuff?
Yeah, I can take a second to do that. We've started with hosting each month the third Wednesday of the month, and the first date is October 15th, and sort of moving forward each month, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're really trying to keep it centrally located, so the first 4 sessions will be at Sunbelt in sort of northeast Minneapolis, and then our next session, I think, is going to be in Productivity Inc. building, actually, Carrie. So we're really excited about that. It's both are really nice professional buildings, and it shows the level of quality we're wanting here, and ability to concentrate and work together. So and we haven't figured out the final destination, but it will be that final venue will be pretty centrally located as well. So that's where we're at right now. But I suspect if there's some serious challenges with the schedule, we can sort of have a conversation about all of that. It's early days, but that's where we're leaning right now, just for people to be able to mark the calendars.
Thank you, Cindy. Other questions we might be able to answer for you?
Good morning. I do have a few questions. I actually grabbed one of these little brochures from the Toolbox Talks a couple of weeks ago. So I'm assuming I can find pricing through the website.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about the target audience for this. So would it be someone that is obviously your high potentials would be a good example. Are you looking for somebody that started on that leadership path, like a lead on the floor? Who is that target audience?
Yeah. Well, you really touched on the two. One are people you've identified with high potential. They may not be in a leadership role yet, but this can be also a way to see their adaptability to these things, see how they do with it. Are they prepared for assuming a leadership role? The other would be individuals who are already in an existing leadership role, such as you suggested, a lead on the floor, or it could be within a departmental accounting, IT, people that you've identified there that have leadership potential, that are probably on the cusp of the next 1 to 3 years of moving into a more senior leadership role than that. And it gives them time to begin to understand these and begin utilizing them in their work, such when the time comes for them to move into a more senior role. They've had time to fly the plane, if you will, for a while and develop these skills.
Okay. Is this, so there is some industry knowledge, or there's the industry, industry knowledge, I think it was in July
Mhm.
next year. However, if we had employees that within other Heartland businesses, maybe that come from like more metal forming, or from ABM, which does more custom upfitting of heavy duty trucks. So they're doing more service repair, welding, fabrication, that type of thing.
Mhm.
Would this be a good fit for them? Or is this, can we go a little bit outside the precision machining family, I guess is my question.
Yeah, absolutely. On the industry portion, that month will be geared to precision manufacturing, but everything else that we're covering, it's applicable to any industry. It's really about leadership. And so, yes, any of those other companies you have in your portfolio, absolutely would gain benefit from this. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a wide swath of different type of industry clients that we have, but we use the same basic steps in our work. So if we're working with a construction company to a transportation company, we're going to spend time on emotional intelligence as an example, and all the topics on here.
Mm-hmm. I did, yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on EI, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I believe, I can't remember if I was talking with Brenda, but the ideal size, you're looking for something in that 10 to 15 student range. Okay.
Right.
I think really, I think that's most of my questions. I think it's kind of funny that I wrote out a few topics before the meeting started that I was hoping would see as part of the curriculum. Critical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
so that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Finance for non-financials,
Mm-hmm.
fantastic that you're touching on that. I have conflict management as, something I'd be looking for, so I was happy to see that. And it wasn't on my list today, but something we are talking about within our HR team, within like the big Heartland family, like those employment law basics.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was great to see check, check, check all these.
Good.
My list was in this curriculum, so I'm very excited
Terrific.
about that. So
Wonderful.
yeah. I think I think that's all of my questions right now. Just,
Okay.
um, as I'm learning more about this program.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very good. Anything else we can answer? Okay.
I mean, it sounds to me like like with Carrie and productivity, that this is, you already have you have the start of a cohort and a group started. Um, Carrie, is there anything that, not to put you on the spot here, but anything that would be, from your perspective, would be good for me to know?
Oh gosh, let's see here. Yeah, we're always kind of developing and identifying leaders, and we've been doing that over the last couple of years and sending them to, different classes, leadership for leads and supervision classes. But I like I like the idea of the group kind of going through this together and being able to share experiences from, this industry. I think that's so important. And the fact that you spend so much time on emotional intelligence, which leads to effective communication.
Mm.
Because that's at the core of everything, is being able to communicate properly, no matter what the subject is, and how to make sure that, you're listening properly and getting your message across properly and taking, everyone's opinions into consideration. I think that the fact that you spend so much time there is, I liked seeing that.
Good, good. You do remind me also of a point when you were mentioning about the cohort environment. Another benefit of this is bringing people from different companies together. And it's not uncommon where we'll see those folks start to develop some bonds having gone through this together. And it starts establishing another network source for them. So if they have peers at their level, staying in touch, dealing with each other, issues that may come up. I know MPMA has a very good, I believe it's called the Leadership Roundtable, where that's geared towards CEOs that gather and share information and talk about challenges they're facing. I think MPMA envisions this as people coming out of that would become natural candidates to become involved in that down the road. So getting those networks outside of their own company is another benefit that comes from this.
Yes, 100%. Our leadership council people feel exactly like what Tim just said.
Good.
It's good to have friends. Better to have friends in the industry, right?
That's right.
Someone who understands.
Okay. Well, I think on the website, there'll be information about this. And if anyone wants to reach out directly to us and talk about it more, we're happy to do that with you. Brenda has all our contact information. And just to kind of wrap this up, we're very excited about this. I've known Steve for 5 years. Been able to watch the organization, known Brenda for quite some time. So when we were talking about putting this together, we got really excited because we believe in this association. We're members of the association, and we think tremendously highly of those that lead in the association. So we think this will be helpful. There's also some fun that's intermixed with it. And we would welcome any of your next generation of leaders to join us. All right.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Again,
Thanks so much.
we will put this recording on our website too. So if you want to go back and rewatch it or share it with, again, if you have friends in the industry, you can see it on our website, and that should be up there, honestly, by the end of today or tomorrow at the latest. Cindy, anything else?
I don't think so. Hopefully you've got our emails to contact us if you've got any questions, if you need any further information to help, sell the concept to anybody in your industry, let us know and we can see what we can do to help offset that.
Terrific.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody have a wonderful day and hope to
Yes.
see you all again.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
much. Bye.
Appreciate it. Bye.